Peace and blessings, peace and greetings, everyone. It's your girl Mojo, back with my final video tarot reading of this series, New Moon Guidance. This is for my air signs, so we're talking Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I am actually included in this because my sun sign is in Libra. But this is not just for sun signs. If you have a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius moon or rising sign, then this also applies to you. Also, just want to say, if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can check the info down below for how to get in touch with me, how to get that started. I think my prices are very reasonable, very affordable. You can get 15 minutes for $11, 30 minutes for $22, or an hour for $44. Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, feel free to share, and we'll just get into it. Again, or rather just to say, this is a general reading, so you know what I'm saying, not everything about it may resonate with you. If it does, great, and what doesn't resonate, then by all means feel free to take what you need and leave the rest. Each of these cards corresponds to a particular question or statement, and these are for additional guidance that I will do afterwards. Let me just pass some smoke over this before I get started. And without further delay, let's get into it. Okay, it's card number 1, card number 2, number 3. Okay. That, of course, because the new moon is in Libra, which happens on this Friday, the 16th. So, of course, the air sign reading is going to be popping. For the 3 that I did before this, I think maybe 1 or 2 majors came out. I know there was 1 major in the first one. I think the last one I did before this didn't have any majors in it. And now for this one, there's 3. Okay, look. And 4. Wow. Okay, air signs, what's up? The universe has a message. The universe has a message for us, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. New moon guidance. New moon in Libra. What's cracking? All right. First card. What area of my life is currently imbalanced? Okay, I'm getting the feeling. And just based on this card, which is the 6 of coins, this is about money. So this is about resources. You may either be the person that's giving away too much of what you have, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be helpful, wanting to contribute, feeling bad when you see somebody that's in need. But the thing about that is, if you give away everything that you have, then you won't have anything for yourself. You won't have anything when it's time for you to call on your resources. And not to say that you won't have anybody that can come to your help or your rescue. That's not what I'm saying. I definitely feel like the universe provides, but at the same time, I think it's just about being smart about how you go about things. You know what I mean? I feel like for the givers that are watching this, you need to monitor how much you're giving away. You also need to think about who you're giving it to. Is this something that's going to, or someone, I don't know, because sometimes you got those people that are just always have their hand out. And again, I'm not saying anything negative about anybody that's fallen on hard times, or maybe they just, have never been in a position in life that would put them out of that. But, you got to pay attention, because people will unfortunately use you. I hate to say that, I hate to know that is possible in this world, but it just is. You can be coming from a really good, helpful, wholesome place. But you got to pay attention and just be aware of the fact that not everybody is asking with a good heart. Not everybody has good and generous, helpful, or actual needful intentions in mind. Some people are out to swindle you, and when you make yourself known as somebody that just easily gives away everything, you kind of open yourself up to be swindled, to be taken by someone who's looking to scam, who's looking to con, which is unfortunate. I feel like people like that, kind of ruin it for the rest of us, because some of us, most of us, well, I'd like to think that most people are really just out here trying to live their lives, you know what I'm saying? And then you got this fucking bum that comes along, takes advantage of you, you develop a hard heart, you get sad, you get angry, and then you stop being that giving, caring person. You kind of close yourself off from that energy, thanks to this one bastard who just came along and, did whatever dumb shit, horrible, thoughtless shit that they did. I want to say fuck that person, first of all, but also don't let anybody, you know what I'm saying, steal your joy, steal your zest, your vim and verve for life from you. I don't want to say stop giving. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is be mindful and be aware. Have discernment. Tap into your intuition. Learn how to do that. Rely on your guides and, your ancestors. Even if you have good friends in this life who will tell you the honest truth. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to ask for assistance, for help, for wisdom, and for guidance, because, sad truth is, some people are out here just to make a buck. Some people are out here to swindle and fucking scam, and they don't care who they hurt, trying to get whatever it is that they're trying to get. So you, as the giver, have to be aware that your type of energy is going to attract those type of people. It's almost like a moth to a light, or if you want to think about it in just metaphysical terms, this is kind of a realm of duality. I said this in some of the other readings, where you have dark and light, wet and dry. One thing does not exist without the other. So where you have a giver, Givey McGiverson, then you got a Take McTakerson over here. Just want to come and fly all up in your light and then take everything you got. You just have to be aware of that. Where you are imbalanced in that. For the other part of this, I think some of us are maybe some of us are not giving enough. We're just always looking to take, but you never have anything to contribute. But what you need to understand is that that giver is giving of whatever it is that they have, and that has to be replenished, or they won't have anything to give. Why are you always taking and you never have anything to contribute? This is about exchange. There's always an exchange of energy. I am giving my energy, for example, to do this reading. I'm giving my time. I'm definitely giving of my resources, because I have to use my internet. You know what I'm saying? Electricity that I pay for. And I'm just naming this as examples. I'm not in any way holding this over anybody's head. I'm just saying this is an example of exchange. You know, I'm giving of that. And you know, what can you give me in return? Well, if you like the video, you can actually like it. You can subscribe to my channel. You can share the video. You can leave me a tip. You can just comment on the video. You know, there are many ways to give back. It doesn't always have to result in you paying money. You know, maybe you don't have money. That's okay. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of people are in this situation, especially now in today's world. If you live in the United States and maybe anywhere else in the world right now that has already been having these conditions, you know, we've been kind of lucky so far in a lot of ways. You know, that certain ways of life just haven't been the norm for us. But, you know, there are other countries in the world that live every day facing poverty and hunger and living under cruel dictators and having war at their doorsteps. So, you know, I definitely understand that money may not always be accessible. But again, you can give of your time, you can give of your energy, you can share, you can like, you can just tell the person, hey, thank you. I really appreciated that. I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know, give them feedback. If you can't give money, you can always give something. You know, a thought, a kind word and a thought sometimes is worth more than anything. Obviously, we need money for real though, so I'm not even gonna lie and say don't give them money. I'm not gonna lie and say they don't want money, because I definitely do. I wish somebody would give me a nice fat paycheck or something. You know, my door is definitely open for that. But, you know, also just keeping in mind that there are many ways to give. You know, so for my takey McTakersons over here, you know, just be mindful that you are not just only looking to take and to receive. My cat sees something in the window, and now I'm trying to look and see what she's seeing. The other day it was a mouse. They came over and she just went crazy. Okay. How can I best balance the different facets of my life? So, I feel like that Six of Coins is about balancing between the giving and the taking. With the Sun in that position, I feel like let me think on this. Balancing between giving and taking with the Sun being excuse me. That's a smoker's cough. I do not have the Rona, just so we're clear on that. I think I want to say this is about letting your light shine. Really, I think this is about awareness. Ooh, okay, so, you know, this is having awareness. Now, I know this is the Sun, okay, and this is about power and energy, vitality, being successful and all that. But the thing that the light does for us is differentiate between the things. It helps us to see where one thing starts and one thing stops. So I feel like for us air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the way that we can balance this out here is to have awareness. You know, being unafraid or even doing it afraid to examine ourselves, examine our actions and our motives, examine if this involves other people, examining those people, and really seeing it for what they are, seeing them for what they are, or seeing it, whatever it is, for what it is, so that you can move and learn and grow accordingly, as opposed to just keeping this imbalance up. Because eventually the imbalance is just going to bring everything to a crashing halt. And then you're going to have more problems on your hands. So the third card is, what message do my guides have for me? This is the Death card, another major arcana. I very rarely, I don't think I've ever actually read the Death card as a physical death. What I believe this card speaks to is change, the power of change. So I feel like the guidance from your guides here is saying, allow yourself the room to grow and change. Like, maybe you've been in this way for a very long time. You're always giving, always, always, always giving, and you never seem to have enough. But guess what? It's okay to keep some for yourself. And if you're taking McTakerson, you just always take, you probably still never seem to have enough. Like, you can't ever take enough. You know why? Because you're not giving a fuck about where you're taking from. You're not paying any homage to what has been supporting you. Like, you gotta have gratitude, number one, and number two, like this card says, you gotta be aware enough of yourself to recognize when you are, out of balance. In this case, in the wrong, because how are you taking and not contributing? That's one of the reasons why we have the issues that we have in this world, because people are just so, a lot of people are just only concerned with themselves and not thinking about the world around them. And the truth is, we're all connected, we're all related, we all rely upon and need each other. And taking without conscience, taking without being able to give back in some way, only depletes the system for everybody. Pardon me. Fourth card, what needs to be sacrificed in order to start afresh? Okay, so we've got the Fool in reversed. I would say what needs to be sacrificed. I think this corresponds here to this card. You're going to have to start paying attention. You're going to have to start paying attention and making some plans. Start assessing your risks for the things that you're doing. Because you're going to miss out on things. You're going to miss out on things because you're not paying attention. You got to be willing to get in this space where you can see that awareness. If you don't want to see it, it's still there, but you're going to miss it. And, then you're going to end up continuing this cycle of either giving too much or not giving enough. What was it? What needs to be sacrificed? Yeah. Proceeding without caution, not really being aware. I mean, it's one thing to be excited, and that's all good and well, but you have to know somewhat where you're going or what it is that you're trying to do. And in that card, that person has their back turned to it and they're about to fall off a cliff and they don't even know. But this card, Sun card, is asking you, telling you, advising you to start looking around and start paying attention, because the information's already there. The answers are already there in front of you. You just have to let yourself see them. Okay. Fifth card, what intentions set during the new moon will be most beneficial for you. Air signs, Geminis, Libra, Aquarius. This is the 10 of coins, but it is reversed. Let's see. So, maybe something like my finances are protected. I have access to abundant resources. The universe provides me all that I need. Something along those lines. You know, the Ten of Cards is a peaceful card, about peaceful, abundant surroundings, physical and emotional. You know, a happy home, or maybe a family gathering, or just having enough. Just having enough of what you need to live. Having that support. You know, this card is about having security in your home, you know, a time of financial and economic stability. So I feel like the affirmation for this card could focus on protecting that, or even manifesting that and then maintaining it. I have everything I need and I do what I need to keep it together, or something along those lines. Maybe even I am protected in all that I do, you know, to guard against the takey McTakers that only want to take, you know, and are not concerned with what happens after that. Because unfortunately there are violators and thieves in this world. My friend, I'm so sad for her. She called me this morning and told me that somebody literally cleaned out her entire bank account, somehow gained access to her Cash App, like they logged into it from somewhere else and sent her money to somebody, and now she has to go through this whole thing. Like, you know, it's very serious out here. Like, people are really out here playing these types of games. So you have to be aware. You have to be aware, and you have to make yourself safe as possible. Where will my soul searching lead me? The card that's in that position is the High Priestess. That's number 2. So I feel like it's all going to put you into a place where you have access to wisdom, access to knowledge. You know, the High Priestess has the scrolls in her hand, so she's got wisdom. She's got a lit candle here, so she's got enlightenment, inspiration. What else is going on here? Yeah, there's smoke happening, so, you know, wisdom, inspiration. She's got strength and power. She has knowledge, and she's not afraid to use it. Knowledge, and she's not afraid to access it. She can see very clearly, not just with her physical eyes, but also with her third eye, which you know, helps you to see hidden things, people's hidden motivations, helps you to unearth secrets, you know, and so you'll be aware of things that happen that are mysterious or even supernatural. Okay. Okay, let's see. Further guidance. Soul's Journey card. I actually got this for the very first reading that I did. I promise I shuffled the hell out of these cards. Okay. So the animal message says fox and adaptability. Adapt to the changes that are happening. I feel like that really speaks to what's going on here with the Sun card and with the Death card. You know what I'm saying? Allowing yourself to be aware, to develop the awareness so that you can grow and change and eventually manifest the things that you are trying to do right now. I definitely got a couple irons in the fire, and you know, not only does this excuse me, not only does this relate to how we are interacting with other people, but this is also about ourselves. You know, all of these irons that I have in the fire that I want to do well, but it's not going to mean anything if I just pass out from exhaustion. You know, maybe I'm the one that's always taking from me. I'm trying to do all of this stuff, but if I don't care for myself, I don't drink enough water, or make sure that I have enough rest, or, get some type of physical exercise in, I'm going to be sick eventually. I'm going to be sad. I'll be in the hospital. And then I'll be like, oh, woe is me. I should have took better care of myself. Excuse me. So that's also part of it. That will allow you to handle the changes that are coming. It says adapt to the changes that are happening. Being like a fox, being cunning, not necessarily being a trickster, but being buoyant. Being able to bounce from one thing to the next, as opposed to being rigid and being stuck and refusing that growth. The soul's journey card says worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So, even in the presence of the violators, of the ones that want to hurt us, that worrying energy about whether or not it's the right or wrong thing, action, what have you, is not going to help you in the long run. That's only going to manifest more of the thing that you don't want. So, you know what I'm saying? You have to do what you can. You have to do what you can to take care of yourself in the moment, and even beyond that, so that you can do the things that you want to do. Yes, I have 2 children at home, a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old, and woo, they give me a run for my money, for sure. Let's see. And the last 2 cards we are going to reveal here are the Hunter of Paths and the Spirit of Truth. And let's see, the next card, I've actually had this song in my head all day, Sorcerer by Stevie Nicks. Great song. And the Child. Okay, so both of these have specific definitions or interpretations that came with the books that they came with. So I will read from those right now. These actually don't have a meaning for reversed, so it doesn't matter, but these do. So I will leave those like that. Let's see. Spirit of Truth. Spirit of Truth. I am the Spirit of Truth, the foundation upon which all things are built. I open the way to understanding, to an acceptance of reality as it is. I strip away the veils of self-deception, and I walk the straight path to honor. I do not turn away from truth, however harsh it may seem, and my steps are always fueled with purpose and a determination to penetrate the heart of any matter. Keywords for this card are facing the future with open eyes, responding to challenges with honesty and truth, belief in the truthfulness of others, and seeing beyond illusion. Hunter of Paths. This is about... I am the Hunter of Paths. I track the way through the complexities of life, seeking pathways for those who call on me. I lead you by the best way I can find, avoiding dangers and wrong turnings, seeking out the quickest routes or the longest, whichever will benefit you most. I help you in times of uncertainty and when you feel lost or abandoned. Whatever the circumstances of your journey, with me at your side, I can help you find the best way forward. Keywords for this are finding the way, looking for ways to reach your goals, progressing wisely, being mindful of wrong turnings, discovering shortcuts, having discernment. I do distinctly remember saying that. earlier in the reading. So you know what I'm saying? Relying upon your intuition, your inner wisdom, spirit guides, ancestors, whoever you got in your crew, earthly or otherwise, that's giving you the good, real information. Because what you don't need is somebody that's not going to tell you the truth, lie to you, just have you out here looking bad, being loud and wrong. Like, if you really my friend, tell me if I got a booger in my nose. Don't let me walk around like that. If you really care about me, don't let me come out the house with my pants unzipped. Like, say something to me. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for spirit guides, ancestors, whatever the case may be. Even for yourself, be honest with yourself. Allow yourself to see what the thing really is, so you can check out where that imbalance actually is. Otherwise, you're going to have problems. Okay, now we're going to move to these last two cards. The Sorcerer, I'm going to play that as soon as I finish with this, because I want to hear the song. It's the Sorcerer, number 48. It is reversed, so it has a different meaning than if it was upright. The essence of this card: this is the source of dark power. The Sorcerer represents the destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. And, just to touch on this, I feel like the Takey McTakers, have that scarcity mindset. Like, you think you're not going to get any more, so you feel like you have to be trying to take it from somewhere else. And, as far as the giving McGiversons, why you feel the need to just drain yourself. So, what is it that you think you are getting by that? Because I guarantee you, you're not. You're not getting that. If you were, you probably wouldn't have to keep giving it all away. Maybe learn to give it to yourself first, instead of trying to seek it in the world around you. And no, I'm not saying that you don't deserve to be supported or loved by other people. But what I'm saying is, seek it in yourself first. What we need and require from the world, I have found so far in my experience that I have to give it to myself as well. Obviously, I hope for, and I do anticipate that the people in my life are supportive and caring and all that. But even absent of that, I need to be able to give it to myself. There's not always going to be somebody there. There may be a situation where you don't have access to that from other people. So then what? Then what do? What happens when you can't get that? What is that? Fulfillment. That there's another word. Not confirmation. Validation. What if you can't get that validation from other people? What if you have to survive like that, for some years? Because I know somebody that's living that right now. They're just in a really shitty situation. There's nobody else to really call upon. So, while that does seem pretty terrible, at the end of it all, she still has herself. Can she give herself the things that she needs until she can get to a place where she's able to receive that from other people? I just think it's important to know and learn how to be able to replenish your own self sometimes, because it's not always going to be accessible through other people. Okay, the medicine for this card. Have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself and the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. That's a hell of a correspondence there. I absolutely did not pick these cards. This is just how they came out. We are now moving on to the Child, number 7, which is upright. The essence of the card. The child knows the way to joy and happiness. The child offers the return of a second innocence, a time born of wisdom and not of naivete. This card allows you to correct your course and offers you a second chance. It brings you the possibility of redemption and entering heaven while on earth. The invitation. The child is here to release you from the habit of being yourself and to help you acquire a beginner's mind so that you can see life as if for the first time. Remain open to learning and discovery. Who is your spouse or partner today? Can you see them with fresh eyes? Who is looking back at you in the mirror this morning? Become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. That is the reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, my air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Please leave a comment and let me know if it was helpful, what part resonated with you. Definitely don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Please feel free to share. And remember, if you need to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. 15 minutes is $11, half hour is $22, and a full hour is $44. I do accept PayPal and Cash App. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.